Hey there, everybody. Welcome back. How you doing there, Mr. Grits fan, Shawnee? And how you doing there, Mr. Viking Streaming? Right, so yep, we are once again back on PV Canyon Crossing by Mr. Dashnet. So we are into March, which I will explain a little bit more in a minute. Let me just repair a few of these guys. Make sure they're fine. There we go. You just bought your pot. Cool. Right then, so after this stream, obviously on Monday, I carried on with. Actually, game isn't sounding too loud. Let's turn it up a little bit, fraction more. There we go. Yeah, so I carried on, obviously selling the bread, made just over $20 million just from doing those bread. So that is definitely well worth keep that one up and running. And obviously, thank you very much for the shout outs there, Viking. Obviously, if you're not following Mr. Grits fan, make sure to click on his link. I'm not sure about that Billy Alpaca though, but yeah. Oh, I'm doing pretty good, thanks. Doing pretty good. Right. So, as you can see, obviously, I did purchase Alcoa the last stream. And let me do this first of all. There we go. And there's a shout out from Mr. Viking as well. At the minute, I'm probably going to just stay out of Discord just to see how the stream goes. Obviously, what I might do later on is jump in, and if anybody wants to join in the chat, they're more than welcome to. Who's a member of the SGA, sort of Viking or Dave or whatever. But yeah, anyway, obviously Alcoa, obviously I purchased it last stream. I did get the products in there. You're very, very welcome, Viking. And as you can see already, just after, what, a month or so, it's already almost built. It's currently got about 2 or 3 more bits just to go in, but it's definitely getting there. So yeah, hopefully, maybe by the end of March, that should be built and I can start getting products into it. Now obviously, like I said, I had over 20 million. Obviously, when I got to the 8 million parts, I did go through, purchase a lot. Quite loud in there. A lot of obviously the mining area. Jeez, I need to go through that and lower some of those volumes. That's a little bit loud. Yeah, I'm gonna go. Yeah, obviously. What was I saying? Yeah, so I went through. Obviously, purchased a lot of the mines. In addition, I also went through and bought some more plots. Specific plots, actually. So if I come in here and do this, so obviously this is what I currently own. Now up until Monday, I literally owned that there. I now also own the bogs. So that's what I'm going to be focusing on today. Hence why I've got the little telehandler, because I am going to be needing it in a little while. Obviously with the bogs, they do have those fillable, those raisable planes. Now obviously to remove them, you do need to fill a trigger with sand, which I will show you guys in a bit when I get over there. And that will then allow you to do your ploughing, your seeding, your harvesting and stuff like that. So that's what I'm going to be focusing on today. So yeah. Did I understand what you said? Yes. So yeah, it's that same warning again, but on the soap and candles. I'll have to have a look myself at each of them, and obviously where I'm going through the packs anyway at the minute, Grits fan, I'm going to double check all of the parts to make sure that they are correct when testing. But yeah, thank you for that as well. So yeah, so I sold off all that. Obviously, I've still got like just under, what, 3,500 left, or million should say, left out of all that. I did go through yesterday, got my maple trees harvested. I did two other things as well, which I will show you in a moment. One is actually at the main farm, and one is over by the orchards. But let's get this guy over there first of all. And then we'll whiz back and I'll show you what I've been up to. But yeah, hopefully you guys have all had a great last couple of days. Obviously, I know Dave was obviously streaming a bit of Farm Sim yesterday, which was quite surprising. But yeah, obviously, Grits fan, if you do come up with any other pallets, let me know as well, so I can just make a note of it to double check them when you do find them. Obviously, where I'm using those containers, they're not obviously auto-loaded onto the trailer, so I'm not getting that warning. So yeah. So this is one little thing I've been sorting out. Made a nice little roadway here. Obviously, I cleared it out a while ago. Had it just a normal dirt track placed, and then obviously came through with a little bit of gravel road. Put some nice barriers down either side. I think it looks kind of good there. There is a couple of trees there I do need to remove. Nothing much is going on over here. At some point I do want to get the rest of some products into solo, as that is there built and ready. I still need to get these guys up and running. There's like so much to do in so little friggin' time. Obviously at the minute I'm still running on 2-day seasons, so, and I'm actually now getting to the point where obviously I've got a lot of factories, a lot of farming going on. It's kind of starting to get a little bit pushed. I can just about go through most of it, but one of the main things is I haven't even had a chance this winter to even do any forestry to get the sawmill topped back up. But I think the other day when I looked at it, it was over 100,000 litres, so it should be fine. So, I gotta go watch a video on how to get those bridges in at some point. Yeah, those bascule bridges are absolutely lovely. Obviously, there's only, I think it's one, maybe two. I can't remember if I built the other one now yet. But there's one or two bridges still to finish off on here. One which is actually just down the other side of the fairgrounds here. So that's going to be staying as a wooden bridge. But there's another one at the bottom of the map that is changed to a bascule. I'm not sure, I can't remember if I've built that one yet. I think I have. I'm pretty sure. Oh, it's like, what bridges have I still got to do? I can't remember. But yeah, definitely one left to do, maybe two. Obviously, one thing I do want to try and do is obviously purchase that big forestry area that's sort of between the central part coming down the side. Let's see if I can do it here. Yeah, so I want to purchase, yeah, this forest here next, really, because I own this part already, but I want to bring this road down and around and sort of make it cut through the woods, so I can actually get down to these two bridges. Oh heck, oh heck, oh heck. Also, when you drive it, make sure to keep an eye on where you're actually driving, not the map. I'm finally done with my PC upgrades. Yesterday I reinstalled Windows and all the software I'm using today. I've gone through everything and get everything tweaked. That's great news, Viking. So you, yeah, because I think you did a quick stream. Was it yesterday or the day before? I think it was yesterday. Doing obviously working on your new computer, so that's kind of cool. Now I'm kind of hoping, was it yesterday or the day before he did a stream? And I'm sure you, or either that or you're in Dave's chat actually. I think you said you'd just got the Windows reinstalled. Right, I need to see where the heck I'm going. So I need to get up to here. Right, so if I come cut across, jeez, now you're asking. This is not going to be easy. I might down and around, back up. Yeah, because this is where I need to get to, basically. Oh, this is not going to be easy, but we'll try and figure it out. I might be able to come across here. Did one yesterday, and now everything is running like I wanted. Good. Glad to hear it. Right. Yeah, I've never actually come through here before. Just sort of bypassed it, so This is all new to me down here. But I'm going to have to get used to it, because obviously this is where I'm going to be farming as well from now on. Out of interest, has anybody else got down to here? And that doesn't seem quite right. Hmm. Let me take a quick print of that. And that's fine. Yeah, that seems to be shifted over a little bit. I don't know if it's quite right. Anyway, let's try down here. Then, yep, we found it. So I might be doing a little bit of landscaping down here as well at some point. Well, but for now, that will do fine. Now, obviously, there is a reason I'm coming down here. So, like I said, with those fill planes on the bogs, there is a way to remove the water so you can actually do the harvesting, the seeding and ploughing and such. And obviously what you're going to need is like a telehandler with a bucket or a wheel loader with a bucket. Obviously I'm going to use a telehandler because I haven't used one forever. Yeah, easy landscaping fix, exactly. Be right back, need more coffee? Yeah, no worries, make sure to bring one for me. So obviously plot 100. So if you're doing any of these, so this is for anybody out there who hasn't got to this point yet. Great, save. Obviously you've got 4 fields here, which are all bogs. In addition to owning 1 or more of them, milk and 2 sugars, please, there, Viking. Much appreciated. Alright, so in addition, so obviously as you can see, I own each of the plots now, and you're going to need plot 100. Okay, thank you. Now, obviously, once you own that plot, you'll get this little mound start accumulating, okay? Now, there is a reason for this sand here, so if I just pick some of this up, there we go. So this is my little telehandler bucket that I've got. I'm pretty sure it's on my Trello. If not, I will have to make sure that it is posted back up there. Kind of nice little one for anyone interested. Obviously, it's going to be under my categories. And telehandler bucket, bam. Obviously, it will hold anything as normal. But what I've basically done is taken the in-game telehandler bucket by Magzi, whatever I want to pronounce it, whatever that is. And I've gone in and added different decals for different vehicle types or brands. So obviously we've got JCB, we've got a John Deere, we've got Case, we've got New Holland, we've got a New Holland Blue alternative version if you wanted to run a blue version. There's a Class Green, you've got Dutzfar, obviously a black version if you want, a Fendt, a whole different variety. I've kind of chosen the main ones that get used in the game. Obviously I still need to actually go through and try and find a yellow cat version, but that's not too bad. But yeah, and obviously capacity wise I did add a few not over the top ones like Boomhauer. Oh, excuse me. But obviously you got the 2640, which is the default bucket capacity. But then obviously I've added in a few additional. So you got 5,000, 10,000, and 25. So it's not over the top, and in my opinion, very, very realistic, and not cheaty. But yeah. You're more than welcome to grab that. You can always edit it as well if you wanted to, so it does hold more. Oh, but yeah, that should be up on my Trello. I'm pretty sure it is, actually. If not, let me know, and I will definitely throw it up there, but I'll check after the stream. Anyway, so yeah, as I was mentioning, so obviously you're going to need to own plot 100. Grab a wheel loader or a telehandler, even like just a tractor with a normal bucket, and right here you do need to basically unload the sand into the trigger here. And what should happen, there we go. Oh, a little bit too much. Obviously, as you've seen, that little barrier came up. Let me just pick that up. There we go. Now it doesn't take a lot, so a little bit of sand goes a long way, but as time goes on, I can actually bring the time back up. these water levels down here in the bogs will actually lower down and disappear under the ground. So it literally dries it right up. It's really kind of cool the way Dave's done it. Now, as you can see, that is pretty deep, really. And as you can see, there it goes. It's already started lowering down. Obviously, roughly on the hour is when it's going to be dropping. So what I'll do, I'm going to leave that to carry on lowering down. And I'm going to go grab a plough, because I do need to get in and get this lot ploughed. Alright, so back at the main farm. So like I said, I have done a couple of quick little changes. So I'll pop over here first of all. So over in the orchard area. Oops, wrong one. That's probably the easiest way to do it. Actually, just jump into a vehicle. Obviously, I do still. Obviously, everything. I still need to come through with the plough and fertilizer and all that. Ignore all that for now. But as you can see now, the product storage has gone. I kind of think one of the big issues on my frame rates is that building, so I've actually changed it for now. And if I actually bring them up, can't really see it, but it's hovering around 22, 23 in this area now, so that's not bad. 25, 26, 27. So yeah, I would recommend using maybe something else rather than that product storage. I do know that some people have been trying to place it down, and it's causing a bit of a issue. It's just constantly go through, say, loading. I think what it is, where it's actually originally set up as a buildable, obviously all those tiny little blocks makes that i3D huge. So I think that could be one of the issues with this map when placing some things down. Obviously your processors is going to cause that as well. But what I actually did is I went through and grabbed Green Thumb Farmers orchard silos. Now these are individual ones that I've placed down, and I've actually transferred the products over into these, and I really kind of like it. I really do. Some are actually full, some are partly full. But yeah, everything that I had in there is now in these. I have got a couple more placed down. The only thing that does bug me a little bit is these. It could be dropped down a little bit further in my opinion, but it is what it is. But yeah, obviously they are on the Green Thumb Farmers Trello board if you're interested in them. Now obviously they do come with one large shed that you can put the whole lot in as well, and a storage for the tree sap that you get from your maples. And obviously I've already went through all mine. I had a full tanker. What was it? So I had 30,000 plus that, so 12,000 just from the trees litres. So that's not bad on sap. So obviously I'm going to be going through, obviously transporting that down. I filled up the sugar factory already, so I've got that in storage for the rest of this year, which I need to get processed. I think it would be maybe kind of a nice thing to maybe look into other uses for tree sap in some of the factories. Maybe, we'll see. But yeah, so very, very cool. I like it. So that is one update. Obviously, I've still got all those trees right there. So that's like the bananas, the pecan, the coca, and all that still to harvest at some point. I think it's actually next month, if I remember rightly. There's a little calendar there. Oh, actually, I can do the banana and coconut, I should say, today. So that's kind of cool. Might get on to doing that later. We'll see. I'm just going to keep that time down a fraction for the minute. I don't want to go too far. I've also got today and tomorrow to get them done, otherwise it's going to be a bit of a push. So yeah, that's update 1 since Monday. Update 2 is actually on the farm itself. And yeah, as you can now see, I've actually gone through properly, cleared out any additional trees in here, and actually just made it a lot more simple. I've used Green Thumb Farmers shed packs actually as well. It's kind of got some nice stuff going on there. He does have a mining shed as well. I'm not sure if I'm going to be placing it down yet. We'll see. But yeah, Obviously, if you want it, obviously if you go to my the SGA Trello, there is a link in there for his Trello as well. So you're more than welcome to go grab them from there. So yeah, I've kind of gone through, sorted out the vehicles and all that. And obviously somebody just sort of chucked them in there, but kind of kept them in a specific way. So obviously I've got baling, I've got sort of field work, so like grass stuff, a few stones. Yeah, I got a few little saplings still left over to use up, but yeah, seeding and stuff like that. But that's not what I really want over here. But yeah, I like it. And the nice thing is you can hit the old R key on the inside as well to turn the lights on and off if you're working at night. And obviously, yeah, I like them a lot. I've kept a little bit of a cut through here. And obviously this side is still pretty much the same, just nice and tidy. And yeah, so obviously got my honey going straight into one of these flat racks. Obviously once that's full, I'll take it off to get it sold or whatever. Same with the eggs. I've got tons and tons of eggs being produced, so yeah. And I've even got some in here actually, storage. I've got 50,000 eggs there, which are set to distribute to any productions needing eggs. And the same with the duck eggs, and I've still got plenty. I need to really try and focus on getting some of those other bits and pieces. So that is Green Thumb Farmer. And how you doing there, Guy, for week? Or week 3? Actually, I can show you, actually. If I come to my desktop. Let's bring that across. So, SGA, hang on, just in case. Ba-ba-da-ba-dum. Where are you? SGA mods. There we go. So this is what you'll see. So exclamation mark SGA. So that link right there. And what you want to do with this is just scroll down through this list here, and then you've got Green Thumb Farmer right here. Click on that. Click on that little bit right there, the Trello attachment. And here you go. So obviously some of these are on here, some are not. So obviously you got your root crop silo there. So your potatoes, your carrots, and all that can go on that one. Obviously this particular row is set up for being on Canyon Crossing, so bear that in mind. Obviously some may or may not work, but I believe he's actually set most of these up for Canyon Crossing. But yeah, you got your root crop one. I haven't used that yet. You have your orchard one, that's the one that I grabbed. But then you got a mining silo pack there, so you get like a main bunker plus those individual ones if you wanted to. Obviously, as you can see right there, you got the orchard one where you got the big main shed. But obviously, I've used the individual ones. But yeah, it's got quite a few different things here as well. Sugar shack, your truck stop. Obviously, the truck shed or shop is the one that I've got behind my logistics center. This one here is an actual buildable version of that. So if you wanted to do an extra buildable on the map, you're more than welcome to try that one out as well. Obviously, you've got your pre-built version anyway, and then this is the machine shed pack that I've been using as well. I've only used 2 out of the 5, no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, sorry, sheds there. So yeah, what is this then? Buildable bridges. I just wanted to check something. Now, obviously, my internet is a little bit naff, so it might not come up. Okay, so that is the ones that are on the map. So that is fine. I do believe he's actually... Oh yeah, these ones he's actually extended slightly for different areas. So if you wanted to use this lot, you could do. But obviously, if you look on the map here, it shows you exactly where they want to be placed, okay? So just bear that in mind. I had a feeling that he did some that were slightly smaller for other areas, but I don't think he put them on here. Anyway, so yeah, there you go. And what are you sending me, Viking? Here's a couple. Oh, that looks really, really good. Thank you, Mr. Viking. Yeah, daft bugger. Anyway, so yeah, so that's basically what I've been doing. Obviously, that little bit of money that I had from Monday has definitely helped. Ah, yes, you're very, very welcome. So one thing I'm still waiting to sort out is a pig pen and obviously my beef cattle pen. I'm not even sure what pig pen I want to use. I kind of want to have a kind of almost like an opened up pen. I'm thinking, but a lot of the ones that I see obviously have the building on the side, and it's not what I really want. I want one that has a proper sort of pigsty look within the field. So actually, just jump over to my chickens. So obviously, like in here, also we got these little whatever these shed things are. Obviously, I want something similar, but it has like the corrugated sheds. Because obviously, over in the UK, we tend to have like a half pipe, as it were, corrugated pipe, for some of the pigsties, and that's the sort of thing I'm looking for. I may have to end up creating one of my own, but yeah. Oh, I got deer in here too. Look at that, roaming around. Anyway, but yeah, I'm still having a look at different pig pens, but yeah, all the ones that I've seen so far just aren't right for me, I think. And obviously the same with the cow ones. I might end up having a look at what X-Man's actually using, because he's got some quite nice ones there that he's using for like his beef cattle, so they're not bad. I may have to look into trying them out. But anyway, for today at least, I'm going to be doing some of this farm work. There we go. Right, come on, get going. Right, I cannot get through there, so let's come this way. There we go. But yeah, obviously I've added in a few extra trees around here just to tidy up a bit. Obviously down along the waterways there, I did go through and plant some more birches down there, so hopefully at some point they'll start growing and maybe sort of mask that area off down there a little bit. And you lot are producing far too much wool for my likings. But yeah, at some point I do need to get some more animals over to the butchers. I've got a fair few chickens I could probably take over and stuff like that. But yeah, I've got some older goats I could probably start taking over if they're not too old. There we go. Actually, what I should really do is start getting a couple of hired helpers over here. Go in as well. Ah well. Oh well. It can wait. I got plenty of time, I think. I hope so. But yeah. Did you guys all have a great last couple of days, by the way? As always, if you have any questions, you're more than welcome to drop them in chat, or you're having an issue on the map. So we'll try and get it answered for you. Obviously, if it's not during my stream, I'll maybe during Dave's or Vikings or any of the streamers, really. So I've still got that little roadway down there. So I kind of got into that point where I've kind of started setting up the map a specific way. So if I'm going to say the flour, drop off some grain to the flour mill, I'll take that path back there, because obviously it then cuts around the front of the bridge. It's kind of set up a little bit weird, but yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa. Excuse me? Excuse me, Mr. Plow? You little troublemaker, ain't you? You are. It's John Deere, so it's definitely a troublemaker. But yeah, like I'll carry on there. So obviously, if I want to go to like the sawmill or the southwest farm area, obviously I come down this way. So yeah, it's almost like it's laid up out a specific way. I'm on about the plough is a freaking John Deere. That's the issue, not the fence. Oh. Yeah, this little plough's a John Deere. See? You can just see it there. A 2410. Oh. Oh, barriers, barriers. See, it's a troublemaker, this little thing. It is. Yeah, I think at some point what I would like to do actually is maybe look into setting up a farm down near the bogs actually. I know there's plenty of places down there to maybe set up just maybe like a little shed or a couple of sheds to have like a tractor, plough. I'm now actually considering making that a John Deere area. Yes, you heard me say it, the John Deere area. Oh, then this plough can stay down there rather than having to keep bringing it back. Oh, funny, funny, funny. But yeah, it'd be just specific vehicles just for the bogs, really. That's what I'm thinking of. So, yeah. What are you sending me now? Do I need... Maybe you can use some bits from here. Pig fuel, pig fuel. Oh, let me have a look at that Viking quickly. Let's see if it'll actually bring it up during the stream. Yeah, that's the sheds I was on about. Yeah. I'd like to have a look at that. I'm sure I've actually seen them, pigsties, actually on a map as well. So, I'll have to go through it. I think it was FS17. One of the base game maps actually had pigsties like that. So, obviously, rather than using somebody else's mod, I could grab them from there and then bring them over to 22. Might do that actually. That area is my John Deere area. Well, there we go. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So yeah. Obviously, at the minute I do have a John Deere which I'm actually using mainly for contracts, but that could easily be brought down and replaced. So, that's a good idea. Yeah, still need, yeah, pigs, beef cows, what else was there? And then I think the only other two things are deer and dog. That's the other two things I do want to get in. Actually, I'm trying to think if there's any... Oh, I think Dave added veal, didn't he? Was it veal? To the butcher? Can I remember? I think we did. Good old deer meat. But anyway, righty, so, yeah. Truffletopia. See, that's going to be a well way. That is for sure. But yeah, they've got this entire area here I could possibly purchase and reuse. Obviously, there is obviously the BGA as well. It's already got some a shed there that I could use. To be honest, I don't really use BGAs much, so yeah, that may be an option. But yeah, there's plenty of land down here to create like a, even like that little grass area right there. I could even make it into a little farmyard. But yeah, I am still looking for a little bridge to go over the river at the back there, near the forest. Because rather than me coming all the way down here and then going over that bridge there, I tend to just cut straight across, like I've done many a times during these streams. So, it's an idea. It's an idea to add to the list. But yeah, as you can now see, the majority, if not all of that water is actually now drained away. So that is really, really cool. And that muddy texture is what I'd probably use for the pigsty actually. So yeah, at least now I can get it in and get these ploughed and seeded before that water raises up. I can't remember exactly the length of time that is lower down, but yeah, plenty of time to do this anyway. So yeah, so I'm gonna be ploughing. If I can get it seeded as well today, that'd be great. Actually, just out of curiosity, while I'm here, when is rice best planted? Rice. So obviously, yeah, obviously I can get it ready today, and then seeded next month, so that's not a problem for both of them. So that is very, very cool. So obviously rice and cranberry are the main crops to come down here, and to be honest, the only crops that should be coming down here. Oh, that's interesting. So that is very, very interesting. So what I'm actually going to do, because obviously some of this is not here, I'm actually going to hit the old Y key and just expand this field a fraction just to get those extra parts, which is a bit of a pain, but good for me because obviously I get a more of a yield down here with that. Right, I'm sorry, it's a 1 AM. Anyway, let's go back a minute. Even made the GMC bid that came out a couple of weeks ago, all painted up in deer. Have a good stream. Gotta go. Okay, Shawnee, catch you later, buddy. Happy shopping. And right, so I'm sorry it at 1 AM. Going to see what I can do. It going to get better. Okay, Mr. Grits fan. Yeah, obviously I didn't message you back because it was getting quite late for me last night. So, but yeah, obviously where I'm in the UK compared to you in the US, it is kind of getting on a bit. 1 AM. I think it's a bit later than 1 AM. It's more like 1 PM now for you, I would imagine, Mr. Grits fan.
Thanks for the raid!
And holy smokes, Georgia Assassin raiding with a party of 2. Welcome in, Mr. Georgia Assassin. How are you doing, sir? And if you're not following him, make sure to go click on that link, give him a follow. Actually, I have not done that myself, so I'm going to do that right now. Hopefully you had a great stream, sir. So let's follow you. And obviously he was doing a little bit of WWE 2K23. Actually, I did hear Dave and NBC mentioning about that yesterday, so it's good to see you up and about, bud, and streaming. Right. Ooh. Oh, funny old shapes, these bogs. That's for sure. Hey, bud, how are you? I'm doing not too bad, Georgia. Not too bad, thank you. And hello, Oppies, how you doing? So obviously, I hope you had a very productive stream there, Mr. Georgia Assassin. I did just give you a quick follow. I kept meaning to do it yesterday and totally forgot all about it. Doing great. Not too bad, thanks. Not too bad, Mr. Oppies. Oh. Let's just take that back a bit. There we are. Yeah, blimey, these are funny little shapes. Obviously, I'm used to the ones that were on like PV County where there were big squares. They were a lot easier. But the nice thing is, squares are not always the easiest. Which is a very strange thing to say. I know, believe it or not, they're not always easy, especially for hired helpers. They really get stuck on even the squarest of fields.
Billy is a nuisance. He will be gone in 2 weeks. I apologize for this inconvenience.
And thank you, Oppies, for the walk on. Yeah, I think I'm going to be around for a little bit longer than 2 weeks, but who knows? We'll see. Right. There we go. I am focused on doing this, so I will look at chat in just a moment. I've never known a field to be so squiggly. Let's see, that's not too bad of a straight there, sir. Oh, I did thank you for the follow. Oh, good, glad to hear it, and you're very, very welcome. But yeah, if any of you guys are not following Georgia Assassin, make sure to click on their link above and give them a follow. Oh heck, oh heck, oh heck. Oh man, this is not a nice area. Here we go. Yeah, going through around that edge is just that little bit tricky around here. Oh, fiddlestick, stop, 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 stop. Don't need to wiggle off too much. My daughter started watching a little bit of the Twilight series today. She already watched the first and second film. I think she kind of a bit smitten and wants to be a werewolf now, so she's a bit confused over the vampire. She's not sure about him. Kind of confused over the human, but she loves the werewolf. It's like, really? Kids these days are terrible. See, I would have gone with the vampire myself. But I'm not that way inclined, unfortunately. And thank you very much for the hydrate and stretch, Viking. That's the hydrate. Actually, I'm going to have two because I'm a bit thirsty today. And if I can do it, stop, stretch. There we go. There we go. That's better. Now, obviously I can't show you guys because I haven't got a camera for personal reasons. Obviously, my wife and daughter don't want to be seen on stream, so hence why I'm not running a camera. But usually when I get a stretch, what I'll actually do is stand up and reach to the ceiling. And that's my stretch is done for the day. Actually, no, we've been out today. Up to the shops, in sort of semi-town, I suppose the best way to put it. They had a nice market there, sort of meat van, some stalls. Didn't really get anything, personally, but my wife and daughter got some like little squishy animal things and some bits and pieces, so that's kind of good. Just a little treat for them. Obviously, came up to a nice arrangement with my daughter as well. Obviously, where she's now getting to that age, she wants money to spend when going out. Obviously, we've been saying constantly, well, if you do stuff around the flat, we'll give you more pocket money. And yeah, that never really seems to happen. She helps out, obviously, her mum doing feeding the cats in the morning. But to be honest, that's about it. So what we've actually done and agreed is, if on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays during my streaming time, if she does the dishes, she's going to earn some pocket money. Bargain. Plus that then gives me some free time as well. Because obviously usually when I finish streaming those days, I usually jump off for about an hour or so to go do the washing up and other bits and pieces. So at least now I can actually relax after the stream a little bit more, which is kind of cool. So yeah, she agreed to do it. So obviously I reminded her before starting to do the dishes, and she'll get some pocket money afterwards. It says if you do today's, she'll get maybe a fiver. We'll see depending on how good it is. I've seen some of her washing up before, but yeah, £5 UK pound if she does today. Maybe another fiver on Friday, and that'll be good for the week, I think. So yeah, it's gonna be like a £10 basically a week we're gonna be giving her for doing the washing out for 3 days. I think that's a pretty good deal. But also, in addition, she's got to help out still doing the cats and cleaning her budgies without being nagged every 5 minutes. She's terrible. She really, really, really is terrible at looking after her budgies. Worst thing is she now wants to get some rats. Oh god. Obviously, I don't mind the rats. I love the rats. I'd look after them any time, but see, getting her to actually get off her booty, off of her phone for 5 minutes just to do like the dishes and look after her animals, that's gonna be the tricky part. But yeah, that is definitely a win-win. Hopefully, we'll see how long it lasts. But yeah, obviously, if she doesn't do it, she doesn't get paid at the end of the day. So, simples. There we go. Obviously, a lot of the pocket money as such, I suppose, that we've been giving her has gone on to like her game sort of money. She plays a lot of Roblox and Star Stables, and obviously gets a regular bits from that when it comes to her pocket money. So yes, maybe this will actually push her butt into doing a little bit more around the flat, should we say. There we go. Yeah, I'm trying to think what. Yeah, so it's Twilight, the second one. I think they were actually watching Journey as well. I'm not sure, I can't remember if that's what they put on just before streaming. So yeah, she's more than welcome to do my dishes as well. Yeah, I'll send her over when she's finished, eh? Oh, you daft bugger Viking. But yeah. So yeah, so a little bit, obviously, wow, just going round and round and round in circles here. About map updates, obviously I did mention it previously. Obviously Dave is now working on the border project. Obviously after that is then going to be Fairgrounds. There's no real timeline for their release, so just bear that in mind. So just enjoy the map as it is. Obviously I'm just going to be plodding on as normal. I know Dave said that he'd be looking at least another year of his gameplay before he'd even be set up ready to do the border project, whatever that might be. Obviously, in addition to that, obviously with the fairgrounds, you're going to need at least every factory built and up and running and producing every single product. From what I can gather, obviously I did speak to Dave about it a while ago, you're going to need a lot of product to go into it to literally finish it, I suppose is the best way to put it, maybe? I think that's how it's set up. Obviously you're going to need from, I think it was FS15, I'm trying to think, you needed a lot of individual products to, in essence, activate like the Ferris wheel and everything else going on in there. So same thing's going to be set up this way as well for that. So, but yeah, that is definitely going to be one for next year from the sounds of it. It is a long old process for that one. But yeah, obviously while he's doing them, or doing them too, me, I'm actually going through, like I said the other day, the mod pack, trying to accumulate all those factories into individual tier packs instead. Obviously, one nice thing doing it that way is you're condensing textures and stuff. So rather than having, say, 3 or 4 factories running with the same textures, all that will be combined into one pack. So yeah, so if I've got, say, 3 factories that have a concrete texture in them, obviously having all them into one pack is going to be great, because obviously it's only drawn 1 rather than 3 different images, and hopefully that's then going to help with frame rates and stuff and loading times. Obviously one thing I am going to do as I'm going, and I'm going to be testing them by editing this map. Obviously I'm going to take a copy of it, edit this map to repath it to the new mod packs as I'm going. So in essence, what may happen is there's going to be a version 2.0 maybe of the map, or 3.0, whatever it may be, of this map, where it's got a smaller mod pack and hopefully run that a little bit better. So while I'm going through, I might even tweak a few of the numbers as well. Obviously I know yesterday it came up, the brick factory needs a few tweaks, so yeah. But actually at the minute, I know for a lot of people, Obviously, just starting out still. You're getting pretty good frame rates, obviously, but once you do start getting more and more of those factories built, obviously that frame rate is going to go down. Obviously, using things like Courseplay, Auto Drive are going to affect that as well, depending on your system. But you have to remember, even if you've got the most powerful system, the game only uses the 2 cores, so it's pretty limited, really. And I know during NBC's stream yesterday, they were talking about that as well. And actually, I do agree on a lot of the points that they were saying for anyone who have actually seen it. I would recommend them going through the first hour, hour and a half of his stream. Hey, Enduro. Yeah, so that's going to be kind of cool. Viking. But yeah, go through maybe the first hour, hour and a half. They actually were talking a lot about farm sim, and I do agree on a lot of the points actually. So yeah, the Giants do need to do something drastic to the game to really get people back and interested in it again. So, and obviously people like Dave or Dashnet, who create great, amazing maps like this one, are the ones that are still keeping the game going, really. So yeah. Hey Shy Wizard, how you doing? But yeah, obviously there's a link for Mr. Enduro and Mr. Dashnet. If you wouldn't mind, click on their links. Give both of them a follow if you're not already following them. They are both amazing streamers. So I know JD fan mentioned about the brick factory being a little bit slow in production. Obviously, I know me personally, I'm finding it not too bad actually. Obviously, I'm kind of juggling what I'm building at a time, so I'm looking at like what factories do I need bricks for. Obviously, if there's I'm building one or building up products for one, I'll then look into a factory that doesn't need the bricks and go with that as well. So it's a fine line, but obviously we got, what was it, the vodka factory, the big steel factory, I think it was the, oh heck, brewery, and there's a few others as well that have brick in it, and it's just, in their opinion, quotation marks, it's running a little bit slow. Obviously one thing you could do is temporarily shove down a second brick factory if you wanted to, and do it that way, but yeah. But I have noticed it does seem to go through a lot of products very quickly and output a little bit, so may need a little bit of a tweak. But yeah, how you doing there, Shy Wizard, anyway, by the way? But there we go. There we go. Viking streaming has been following me for 1 year, 7 months, and 6 days. Wow, holy cripes. That's impressive. Dude. There we go. Good, good. There we go. Yeah, I'm also kind of debating on whether to actually go through the actual map itself. Now, I do know that in certain areas there's like little clumps of trees where they're like 3 or 4 all in one tiny little spot. I'm almost thinking of maybe thinning a few of them out. But we'll see. We shall see. It's actually a very, very easy process just to delete them out. But yeah, obviously one thing I am doing while I'm doing these mod packs as well is I'm actually thoroughly going through each of the i3Ds, make sure I'm not got any additional things left over from 19. I'm making sure that the pallets are correct. Obviously, I know thanks to Grits fan, he's found obviously the glass pallet and some of the pallets from the candle and soap are giving off a warning for the CPU. I have to see if I can do it myself and auto-load it to get the actual warning myself. I think it's to do with the CPU not being ticked off in the i3D. I'm wondering if in the last update maybe Giants have changed it, because I'm pretty sure that we went through every single pallet and made sure they're all error and warnings free. That's just what I'm wondering, to be honest, whether they've just added something extra into it. So, it is what it is. But yeah, making sure that it's going to be hopefully perfect when it does get released. There we go. And who knows, it may end up replacing this version. Oh, I don't know. What I'll probably do is actually load it up and onto this save game. I may obviously make a copy of it, see if I can load that version up once it's done onto an existing save game and see if it causes any issues. I'm kind of hoping it's not, but you never know. You never know. But that didn't take too long, I'm nearly there. Come on, dude, you can do it, you can do it. But yeah, a lot of work. That is for sure. I also actually noticed there was a couple of shared files. Base game actually still not set up correctly in the factory, so I'm doing that as well while I'm going. So yeah. Hey, Mr. Scurvy Hyam, how you doing, sir? How goes things your end of the pond, or your side of the pond, should say? How we doing? That's an hour. Now, obviously, I hope that the look of the stream and the sounds and everything are okay for you guys as well. I did turn down the actual game itself and then turned up in OBS a little bit, just so you could hear it. Obviously, I'm not really listening to myself, but yeah, I've got it up on my phone, so it's not too bad. Oh, it's been a rough day. How's everything going with you? It's not going too bad. I'm now actually into the bog area finally. I'm on to like year 5. And so that's not too bad, I don't think. Time to get some rice and cranberries planted. But yeah, there we go. It's cotton harvest time in South Texas. I love seeing all the harvesters and cotton bales in the fields. Nice! Oh, excuse me. Very, very cool. Picture and sound fine. Good, thank you, Viking. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm still running obviously my little dongle, so... see, the next thing is maybe jump in Discord, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe after I take a little bit of break, I'll jump in Discord, and anyone who wants to join, they're more than welcome to. Oh, Mr. Scurvy, did you get your car sorted out yet? Obviously, I keep missing you in Discord and stuff. Wanted to see how things were getting on. I know you're having some issues the other week with it. Oh yeah, car was done on Friday. Oh, nice one. Cool. Cool. Any word on the internet? So, farming trucker. So yeah, next Tuesday or Wednesday, the actual company have to do some building surveys, should we say. They've got to come back again, obviously next Tuesday for the second one, where they're actually going to be, from what I understand, drilling a tiny little hole into the wall that comes into the flat from the corridor, because obviously I'm in a tower block, there's 9 floors up, so they have to be very meticulous with how big the hole has to be and stuff like that. But they also have to fill it back in afterwards with special fireproof silicon. It's kind of a pain really, but that's what's basically taken so long. Loads and loads of fire procedures have been added. So yeah, they've got to come in, do a second survey, find out what's inside the wall. So obviously when the buildings were built back in the late 50s, obviously they used a lot of asbestos. So obviously they need to make sure that it's safe and yeah, have the right equipment when the day arrives for it getting installed. So I'm looking at maybe next week, the week after, for getting my fibre fitted. So, to be honest, I really cannot wait. I really cannot wait. It's like yesterday I was downloading Green Thumb Farmers shed packs and the orchard pack through the computer, and it just didn't like it at all. It kept getting down to about 5% left to download, and then suddenly shoot back up to 100%. It's like, oh come on! I ended up actually downloading it through my phone, and then transfer it onto my computer just so I could freaking well use them. That's how bad this little dongle is. It's just about strong enough to do a half decent stream, but anything more than that, and yeah, I'm kind of buggered. But yeah, all good now. Good. So yeah, that is the current update for it. So get in there. Have a good Billy. Catch you on the next one. Okay, Mr. Viking. Catch you later, and obviously thank you very much for all your help and moderation during the streams. You're much appreciated, buddy. But yeah, obviously anyone who is actually playing the map and wants to know more about the productions and stuff, obviously Mr. Viking Streaming did do a little spreadsheet that tells all the bits and pieces that goes into the productions, shows what's buildable, what it needs to be built, what plots they're on, and the whole thing is on his Trello, so make sure to check that out if you're not using that already. I've actually been using it a few times recently. Very, very helpful, that is for sure. Actually, my next factory is going to be the vodka factory to build once Alcoa is done. I'm obviously gathering up brick for that one. I'm pretty sure it's brick I need. Actually, I need to grab a picture of what's on that display. But if you're wondering what the heck is he talking about, let me, while that's saving, come over to here. Obviously, right here, this is the SGA Trello. Go on to Viking, click on his little attachment right there for his Trello sheet. Obviously, he does have a few videos set up for the map. He's even got a few mods, plus some modders links to their own Trello. So you got Aussie Kanga there, obviously Surfing Cowboy, T Miller, Green Thumb Farming, Jay Booth's got a few things on there as well if you're interested. But right here is the documentations for the map. Just click on there, click on the second one down with a little paperclip. Obviously my internet is a little bit slower, so it takes a little bit longer to open up some of these documents. But yeah, you can read literally through all this. There is a whole manifest set up here. There is certain mods not to use in here as well, so just bear that in mind. There's a whole list of them right there. Obviously, I know a lot of people have mentioned about the real duck dirt mods and stuff. Now, it's not really advised to use them on this map for the simple fact is it's a script that's going to be constantly running and updating, and that is going to basically affect your frame rates. If you're not too worried about your frame rates, go for it, give it a try. Let us know how you get on with it, but just be warned, it will cause frame rate drops, okay? But anyway, so scrolling on down, right here we do have the factory chart. So just click on there and then click on the link on next to that. I'll have a look at the mapping game, and I have not played it yet. I'm trying to learn all I can before I play it. And yeah, I think I remember you mentioned it the other day. So yeah. But this is another good way of seeing what each of the factories needs as well. Obviously, Viking did take a lot of time to do it. Obviously, on here, as you can see, it is set up to different tiers. So you got tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, tier 4, others, and then also precision farming. So if you want to know what's going to be best suited soil type for your crop, just come into here. And you can actually see that loamy sand is pretty much good for most things. Obviously, you do have silty clay for your rice and your cranberry, but yeah, it's pretty bog standard, really. It would be nice if these could be changed so you have a loamy sand, the silty clay, silt, and all the other ones being utilised a little bit more. Obviously, I know Surfing did help him out as well with this, and it does, if you scroll on down, it shows that the kind of yields you're going to get on those different soil types. So, for instance, wheat. Obviously, like it shows here, loam is going to be the best place to plant it. Obviously, if you just want the 100% normal, or you got your sandy loam, 80%, which is going to be your big kick in the goodies, is going to be 80%. But obviously, even the silty clay, which is the bogs, you're going to get a 90% yield on it. So, so it's kind of like stay away from, stay away from. Definitely keep that one. But interesting, these are all showing they're meant to be. I don't know if you noticed that actually, guys. Obviously, right here it says soil type with highest yield, loamy sand for wheat. Now, obviously, I come down here, loamy sand 80%. It actually says loam at 125%. Something's not quite right there. Yeah. That is actually, to be honest, I think this is actually the first time I've actually come onto here and actually looked at that. That is mad. That is really, really mad. I think somebody needs to go through their stuff there. And Georgia Assassin's been followed for 1 year, 8 months, 6 days. Thank you very much for that, buddy. But yeah, I would probably ignore that one and just go with this one here, in my opinion. But yeah, so rice, which is this one here, says silty clay. So let me have a look at what the bogs are. Let's come over to the game a sec. Come into precision farming. We'll scroll down. Look, some of those nice little numbers there. Oh, go away, go away, go away. There we go. Obviously, I'm up to 82%. It's getting there slowly. So, silty clay, which is definitely where you want to be for your rice and your cranberry, which is good. And obviously that then corresponds to this. So silty clay, 125%. Yeah, so that is correct. But yeah, I think somebody needs to come through, maybe to play with these, because that isn't quite right there. So yeah. But yeah, anyway, going back to obviously the productions on here. Viking did go through each of the mods and add them into here. Obviously, you got your foot, your tier 1 stuff here. Obviously, this is stuff you can place down yourself. I think that's all. Yep. Obviously, going on to your tier 2. Obviously, some of this is built into the map. Some of it is placeable, and obviously some that are built into the map can be also placed themselves. If that makes sense. Obviously, as you can see, you've got all the input products, your output products, plus what is needed for a booster on each of the lines. And obviously, the nice thing is he did go through adding what plot they're on. So obviously, this is the grain mill, which is up in the north. Let's see, was it northeast, southwest, northwest, isn't it? So yeah, I'm trying to think. Top left corner, basically. So yeah, the bottom looks correct. That's what I was thinking as well, Scurvy. Yeah. So yeah, so scrolling on through, these are all obviously extended. Keep going on and on and on. I'm trying to actually find some of those buildable ones. Also, my internet is lagging a little bit. Boosters, that's nope. So here we go. So for example, this obviously it might not show up, but right in this box here is usually the display for that buildable. Now obviously I can't show you what it is now because I've already got the brewery built and partly got some products in there. But obviously you can see there's a whole array of products. Now one thing he does need to change is that as well. Shamel. It's actually hops named in the game. So if you see this and think, what the heck is Shamel? I think that's how you pronounce it. It is actually hops. So he does need to correct that. So let me take a screen print of that a sec. And I will message him later. Yeah, it needs to be basically hops. There we go. See, so what I should read, but yeah, obviously you got your tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, tier 4, and as you can see, they say what Oh, there you go. So that one actually came up, the little Campbell's one. So this is what you should see on any of the buildables. So you can literally just come over here. If you want to, just right click and you could probably copy that or download that image if you wanted to. Yeah, you could do it that way, or just go in the game and grab it yourself. But yeah, this is basically going to show you what you need to build those factories. And as you can see right there, it's on plot 921, so you need to own that plot to be able to build Campbell's. Campbell's. I haven't got Campbell's yet. And just out of curiosity, potato ham, sirloin burger, Scotch broth. Oh, he did add it in pea and ham. Good. Actually, pea and ham, not pea ham. Yeah, I'm supposed to like. But yeah, anyway. So yeah, check that out, guys. It's on the Trello under Viking. Hey, Wasp Stature 868. How are you doing, sir? Actually, that's not bad, actually. My score, 82%. Obviously, if I scroll over, obviously, most of it is on the main central farm. This one's slowly coming up. Obviously, it's kind of a newish field, so it's getting there. But yeah, 99, 98. I do have 100 on one field. Yay! Oh, two fields, like that. Not bad. Obviously, I am taking a bit of a hit, though, where the orchards are. But yeah, that's not bad after just one season. So hopefully, if I treat these correctly this time around, they should then get up to, what, 80s, maybe? By the end of the year when it comes around to harvesting, and then maybe get it up to that 100%. You're doing good. Good, glad to hear it. So yeah, we are currently playing on PV Canyon Crossing for anyone just joining. Obviously, I am going to be taking a break in a few minutes, but let's get this field finished off first of all. And then we'll go figure something else out. Right, so let's drop you down. Obviously, I've still got, obviously, field creating active, just in case if there is the odd patch in the field that doesn't get seeded properly, so this should hit each part. That's what I would recommend for any of you guys. Just go around the outside of a field on this map if you are, because I've had it a couple of times where there's been little patches within the field that doesn't seem to have a crop growing. Turns out that it may just be the field or something, I don't know. But yeah, that's fine. So that's one. Let's see, we've got a field there. I'm trying to see where all the fields are. So that one, that, oh, there's two on that far end and this one in the middle. Okay, gotcha. It's not so easy to spot these ones. Trying to figure out why my harvester won't unload in my trailer. So, whoa, jeezy beeps. Yep, it's definitely this plough. So, a couple of things could be affecting that. One, the trailer isn't set up to bulk. Two, the trailer itself may be a little bit too high for the harvester to unload from. Upgraded to a larger harvester and trailer, and now I can't unload. What, out of interest, are they using the base game trailers, and which ones? Because if you wanted, I could do a quick test and see what's going on. Obviously, what you could always do is try using a different trailer. I'm not sure, there might be mods. Okay. But yeah, one thing to bear in mind with any harvester is obviously where this pipe is coming out, you may need a lower trailer. Obviously, I know for my own experiences, also I'm using a lot of these fence, the ideal fence and stuff, or the ideal should say, with, let's see, the Hispano modding trailers, these grain ones, even though they are high, can just about get there to unload. but there is a collision there as well, which gets in the way. So one thing to look at is maybe use like a smaller trailer. Is an idea. Just went back to my original setup. You'd like the Massies. I've got a lot of Massey Fergusons. Well, not a lot, but a few actually on here. Yeah, my main farm I wanted to set up using Adco vehicle, so that's going to be the Fence, Massey Ferguson's, Valtras for the most part. Also, I'm using the two ideal big combines, to be honest, at the minute. So yeah. Hey, Pompies. But yeah, maybe just look into using a different trailer. Wasps. Can I just call you Wasp? Is that alright? Yeah, try using a different trailer. It could even be the harvester itself if it's modded. Maybe the unload isn't set up quite high enough, which is a bit of a nightmare. But yeah, how's Pompey's doing today? Yeah, actually I've not had a really... Yeah, because obviously I'm using a lot of the base game vehicles. I'm not really using many mods on here. Also, I've got a few that's where I've edited for doing contracts. But yeah, that's about it really. Yeah, here we go. Ooh, I don't want to get too close to that edge. Oops. Just call you Wasp. Yeah, okay, cool, thank you. But yeah, maybe look at different trailers. Ooh, fudge. Also, obviously, depending on what trailer you're using, that's a bit of a naff spot, but I'll tell you that up in a minute. Yeah, look at different trailers. Obviously, some trailers, for example, if I come into trailers, let's see. Heck, which ones is it? Yeah, so something like this, for example, won't do your base game crops or any crops. It's going to basically transport whatever goes into a loading wagon type thing. So bear that in mind. Same with that one. Obviously, that one is not bad. It does all your crops. It's basically set up to bulk. This is set up to auger. And that's the thing that some people don't get. So obviously, if you come through, that one's set up to bulk. This one, even though it'll do certain products, it's not going to do every product in the bulk category. Same with, obviously, I've gone through, I've edited it. That's what this one is. To the bulk category. So yeah, give that a try. Not on 22. What's not on 22? Did I miss something? Sorry. I was just sort of yakking there. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm looking forward to getting FS22. You use the McCormick's. Ah, so you're probably still playing 19. Yeah. But yeah, same principle can be on 19 as 22. Make sure that it is set up to take those products. Sorry, Shy. But yeah, check in store and this should show whether or not it's a bulk category trailer or just like a auger type one. So yeah, give that a try. Actually, that's really weird because I've had quite a few people recently asking me about FS19 questions, specifically to PV counties. Like, really? The worst thing is, the main person today has actually been somebody who I know has played the map PV County multiple times. They keep restarting, they keep forgetting things, and it's like, seriously, come on! I haven't played the game in like what 2-3 years. Okay, I still remember quite a bit from PV County and FS19, but yeah, it's kind of getting a little bit blurry in places. Oh. There we go. But yeah, no worries, Wasp. Hopefully that did help. Billy, what trailer do I use for the ducks? So what you can use, Pompies, if you come into animal transport, I believe it is. Yep, you got these right here. the old Rye-Trans trailers. They both do ducks, and I believe I haven't actually got them active in here. I think Dave made an edit to those other animal trailers so they can accept the animals and stuff, but definitely these guys. As you can see at the top here, it does say, let's see, this back piece, 54 pigs, 102 sheep. Let's see, ducks. There you go. So ducks, 297 ducks in that one. You can do 252 chickens, 60 deers, 6 horses, 54 dogs, 102 goats, and 60 cows. Look at that. Blimey, that takes a lot. And obviously on the front version, you got 34 pigs, 64 sheep, 36 cows, 64 goats, 34 dogs. I'm surprised there's no cats in here. I'm sure he added cats as well. I'd have to double check. I'm pretty sure cats are in there as well. Because I'm sure I moved them to the Tashi cats as well, but it's not in the information there. Let's see where we'll get to. 6 horses, 36 deer, 153 chickens, and 179 ducks just in that front piece. So yeah, that's not bad. So that's 300, 400. So yeah, there you go. Sorry, I did not read the top. That's alright. No worries. I have been trying to use this thing, but I cannot get it to unload properly. It comes with a CSC pack. It's meant to transport 360 chickens, but I cannot get it to unload, so I'm not going to even use it now. But yeah, no worries. Just out of curiosity. Yeah, I think what it is a lot of people look at the bottom here for the animal information. And obviously they'll go onto there and they'll only see like the 60, this, that, and not actually read the top as well. So yeah, make sure to bear that in mind as well. But yeah, it also does obviously the cats. I'm pretty sure Dave added in cats onto there. So yeah, how are we doing? Yeah, I think another 5 or 6 minutes, and what I'll do is I'll take a quick 5-minute break, grab a fresh drink, stretch the old leggies, and we'll carry on with some more ploughing on that other 2 fields over there. Here we go. Fa la 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 di di. Fa la 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 la. Yeah, McCormick's. I haven't used McCormick's much in game. I used now which map was it? Elm Creek, when the game first came out, I had some McCormick's in, so yeah. Same with me, I also tried the cage, yeah. Actually, I actually bought 2 Pompeys when I actually got the mod installed. I thought, oh, look at that, I can transport some chickens in cages. It would be more realistic doing that way. But yeah, I couldn't get the buckets to unload, so I don't know what's going on with them. I was even trying, I took them over to the animal dealer. Nope, didn't want to know. Well, I did kind of want to know. I could sell them, but I couldn't put them into, like, the butcher, for example. Really annoying. There we go. Really, really annoying. Actually, I haven't used them recently, so it may have changed. I don't know. I know it was up. I think it's been updated since I last used them, so maybe it's been fixed. I'll have to try it sometime. I do have some more chickens I need to transport over to the butchers. So, I might grab one and lease it and find out. Now, I do know somebody did find a floating tree down here. I'm not sure if Dave's seen the pictures of it that I sent him in Discord, but yeah. I wonder if I can find it again. Right there. It's a little bit maybe a bit blurry for you guys, but I do apologise. But over here, I believe it is. Yeah, right there. You can. We got a nice little floating tree. Isn't that cool? Hello, Mr. Tree up in the air. Maybe that can be brought down at some point, I don't know, or deleted. Oh. Right then, yeah, so the CSZ pack is on the in-game mod hub there, Shy Wizard. For 22. I also used it in actually FS19 a lot. Some of the stuff did cause issues because of the auto-loading on it, but it seems to have been fixed now, so, right. I used to live on a ranch here in Oklahoma. Oh, nice. And we had a McCormick. Alright, nice. They are very reliable and durable. Cool. Yeah, actually, let me see. Let me have a look. I think they're only mediums, if I remember rightly. Yeah, so we've got this one here, the X7, and then you got the X8. I think that's the only two we've actually got in game at the minute. So have a look. McCormick. That's what I want. Yeah, so that's the only two we've currently got in game. Would be nice to see some of the other ones if there is any others out there. At that time, I also worked in a tractor shop, repairing tractors and balers and other equipment. Oh, nice! So you've been pretty much around farming equipment most all of your life then, so that's cool. So I grew up in the countryside myself, surrounded by many different farms, but never really got a chance to actually drive any tractors or any of the combines. I would love to do it one day, just to see what it's like, I suppose. I know the size versus like the in-game, real life versus the in-game, they're very different. So yeah, I've been beside a few tractors through obviously over the time, or at times you'd say. I even actually got to drive a very old one, actually with my dad. I can't even remember what the heck it was. I was literally about 2 years old though. That's it was like I think it was like an old Ford tractor type thing with an open cab, or actually it had no cab to be honest. But yeah, that was fun. Another good brand is Bandini. Bandini, never heard of Bandini. I don't think we. Yeah, a lot of the brands I know from the game rather than real life. So yeah. My one friend was working for them. Ah, okay. Hey there, not so grumpy dwarf. How are you doing, sir? And there is a shout out from Mr. Not So Grumpy Dwarf. Oops, I should be on that screen. Make sure to click on his link, give him a follow. He is playing a lot of 7 Days to Die, so if you've got any questions about the game, you're more than welcome to go over and catch him when he's live. I do know he was actually in Discord the other day with Dave, asking a few questions and such. And Mr. Wasp, thank you very much for the follow, buddy. Much appreciated. But yeah, I do need to actually look into. I believe I'm very close, if not already, on my 2-year anniversary. So I do need to actually find the exact date, because what I want to try and do is maybe set up a stream where I'm maybe giving something a little back to you guys. So maybe do like a prize draw or something. Yeah, I need to really look into that. Fun and games, hey, fun and games. But there we go. But yeah. Yeah, the only other, but yeah, going back to the obviously tractors and such. Now I know them as wheel horses, but you know you really small tractors that you got that you can fit like mowers to, or small plows and stuff. I don't even think they've got any in here in the small brand, to be honest. Anything like it? No. See, I'd almost say something similar to this, but no, that's even too big, to be honest. Smaller than that. Oh man, that's terrible. Actually, that's similar to the old tractor my dad used to drive. He had me sat on the lap trying to drive the thing. Yeah, wasn't the nicest. Ah, dang. But something similar to those really small tractors. Obviously, that's something that I have driven myself as well. Obviously, I was on private land, so I was allowed to. I was a little bit underage, but yeah, my dad actually every weekend goes out cutting wood, and he actually got me to drive the tractor back one time. Yeah, that was definitely interesting and quite enjoyable. So yeah, I have driven some tractors, I suppose, but nothing like these big guys here. Maybe one day. Oh, hello, dear. And thank you. Did you want to say hello to everyone? My wife says hello to everyone. Yes, sir. There we go. There we go. Hello, wife. Hello, Mrs. Alpaca. Bless yous. Actually, that's the first time she's actually said hello, so yeah. She doesn't usually like saying hello, but yeah, she's in a good mood today. Yeah, we actually, not so grumpy dwarf. Just so you are aware, we've ended up replacing Neil's wheelchair that he sent us. We actually had enough to purchase a slightly bigger, slightly wider one for her. So, yeah. We still got it, just in case. So, yeah. She's got a nice purple one. So, it's a little bit wider than the one that Neil sent us. But, yeah. She definitely loves it. She's pimped it out already. Obviously, that's what I'm calling it, pimped out. She's basically got some rubbers to go on the wheel. I don't know what they're actually called, but you know, on the wheels they've got like that extra bit of metal for, I think it's like controlling it yourself. Yeah, basically that little bit there. She's ended up going out, bought some rubber covers to go over it in blue, so it all kind of matches. It's purple and blue, so she's kind of working on pimping it up a little bit more. It's like, really? Pimping it up is terrible. That'd be in the next TV show. Pimp my wheelchair. I don't know. But yeah. And it fits in the car pretty snug as well, thinking about it. So that's kind of good. But yeah, at some point I do need to get my car in for a service. It's not sounding so great recently, and I think it's October, it's due its MOT, so I need to get that sorted out as well soon. I just need to get her to stop freaking paying out for money. There's always space on 7 days to die server. Yep. Oh, excuse. I know, to be honest, I really haven't gotten into it that much. The worst thing is I keep getting pulled back to farm sim in this map. Even Satisfactory, obviously I love Satisfactory, and even that I haven't even loaded up much since update 8 experimental came out. Just a couple of times from my wife really, so she can see her little blue bird, but yeah. Right. Well, slow down. There we go. Alright, so what I'm going to do is just going to bring this across here. That definitely needs a little bit of a fix there. I am actually going to take a very quick... Jeez, that's a big dip there. A quick break, guys. Definitely needs plowed, yep. For a few minutes, and then I'll carry on doing this. Let me just get that run around. There we go. There we are. But yeah, oh, the offer's there if you get it. Yeah, I may look into loading up 7 Days to Die at some point, but I don't know. We shall see. But anyway, guys, I am going to take a couple of minutes break, and I shall be back in a few. Alright guys, we are back and hopefully that woke everyone up there. Right then, on to the next two fields. Blimey. Right, so if anybody was interested in more, welcome to jump in Discord with me, who's a member of the SGA. I am in Streamer Talk 0. Alright then. There we go. Oh, what fun, hey, what fun. So how is everyone getting on with the map at the minute, by the way? Anyone who's playing PV Canyon Crossing, that is. Yeah, so I've got a lot of farming to do. Need to get all my fields now planted and yes. Busy, busy, busy time for sure. I know. Well, the worst thing is I'm trying to keep it very limited on because of my internet. I know was it Friday stream when I was in Discord with Dave and Viking and out. It kept cutting out a little bit at times, so I'm not sure if that's just my because of the internet I've got, or something else is going on. I'm putting it down to the internet, to be honest. So yeah, I'm kind of keeping it limited on what channels I jump into and when, especially when I'm streaming. Yeah, the download and the upload speed is very, very low, so yes. Otherwise, I would jump into one of the general channels and have a little chat with you guys if you want to jump in. There we go. But yeah, fun and games, busy, busy, busy time. That is for sure. I should actually, while I'm thinking about it, get some of my other tractors up and running. There we go. Obviously, some of the products I am going to be focusing on mainly going into those productions. So I know one of the things I need is oat. So I need to get oat in as well. So let's get you opened up. And I can never remember which one it is. I think it's this one. I really need to actually go through and maybe sell that other one and replace it. Let's see, barley, oat, yep, go. Right, let's go grab some fertilizer. Hopefully I've got some fertilizer thinking about it. Oh, crud. And I've got plenty of seed, plenty of lime stored up. But do I have any no, I don't. Fudge nuggets. Right, let's take a quick trip to the shop. Oh, I really need to get a solid fertilizer up and running. I've got plenty of manure I could use, but I can't remember if it's just that I can use or if I have to add anything else. I'll have to have a look. I'm heading off to the cinema to catch you later. Okay, not so grumpy. Enjoy your film. For some odd reason, I can't load ducks at the animal dealer and buying ducks at the duck boundary. Am I going to have to do a quick test? I'm pretty sure they should go into that trailer. I know I transported mine with it, so I could do a quick test on here. Actually, what I'll do is I'll drive this over and then I'll grab a trailer while I'm over there. I've got one already over there somewhere near the logistics centre, so let's go have a little look. Obviously, make sure that you do have the enhanced animal mod running as well there, Pompies. So the nice thing is once Alcoa's built, I can start getting some products into that. That's going to be a nice easy one, to be honest. And then I'm probably... yeah, I'm going to be doing the vodka factory next. After that... I have no idea. Oh, I do have a bag there. Right, let's have a little look. See if I can find a truck. I'm sure I had a spare one here. There we go. Let's grab you. Also, make sure that you are in the space. It keeps saying not enough space. On both of them? Jeez. I'd almost say mod conflict. But I really don't want to. Also, have you got any pens placed down? That's the first thing as well. You do need a empty pen, or a pen that has space, placed down first before getting your animals. I'm pretty sure I've got plenty of space in mine at the minute, so should be easy enough to do a quick test. Obviously, I've gone for the ride train, which is that, or ride tran, should say, but in purple. See, this is the rear version. I used the open boundaries 300 ducks. Open boundaries. Open boundaries? Oh, is that the ones by Reliant Robin then? I'm not sure, I've not actually tested them. But let's have a look. So, into the trigger, open dialogue, R key. We'll scroll through, find some duckies. And buy, do you want to purchase? Da, da, da. Right, you do not have enough space in your husbandries. Okay, so let me have a little look first of all. At my duck pen, see what I've got space wise. Duck pond with open fences. 300 in that pen. I can remember how many is meant to be in these pens. Let's see, construction, animals, others. Duckies, duckies, duckies. So that's 300, okay. Ba-ba-da-ba-dam. Let me actually sell some of these. Let's do sell 60 because that's the most I can do. So that should now give me enough space to purchase some. So R key, ducks 60, buy, yes. There you go. So as long as you got enough in your pen, you should be fine. But yeah, check that your pen isn't got any in there already. And as you can see in the back of that little trailer is 60 duckies. Baby ducks. That's the one nice thing with this map as well. You got baby ducks. I like it. Obviously, I'm using the ones that I did, which come in the pack Pompey, so that may be what it is. Obviously, I haven't actually tested Reliant Robin's ones, so that could be what it is. 60 minimum quackers. Yeah. It would be nice if there was a way to actually increase that number we can load in at one point, but yeah. Your pen is empty. Yeah, that's very, very strange. The only thing I could say is maybe, because I definitely know that mine work, is save your game, put down one of my pens and see if you get the same error or warning. If it is, I would probably say you don't have the maybe the enhanced animal mod active, which is a possibility. Move to, oh, wrong way. I want to do it that way. Trailer to husbandry. But yeah, that works perfectly fine for me. As you just seen there, I've now got, oops. Let's see. 300 in total. Obviously got my 4-month-old ones right there, plus those 60 that I've just added in. So they're definitely working fine for me, and I've got no errors. So cool. But yeah, maybe try one of the ones coming in the pack first of all. Obviously I haven't even looked at those pens, so maybe there's an issue with them. I could always load up a test map actually quickly. I might just do that to test them if I can get the mod to download. Mods. Let Robin. And you know I had an issue the other day trying to download a mod or two. Let's see if this is going to behave or not. Let's download that. Cause give that a second. Oh, that one seems to download okay. Haha! Wow, holy heck, that downloaded very, very fast. So let's time to load up a test map and let's test these ammo pens for your pompies. See what's going on. Right, I do need to move that across to my mod folder a sec. So obviously I'm guessing it's the RRC open pens you're using there, pompies, by Reliant Robin crew. Just to make sure. PV Canyon Crossing. Pop that in there. Can I ask, how do you bring up your error screen? So I've got developer controls activated, and it's basically the little tilde key below the escape one. Obviously, you do have to have it activated. Obviously, in game. Let me go. Hey, Timur, how you doing? So if I come here, so you can actually change it yourself if you're on PC. By coming into Documents, My Games, obviously I'm on Farming Simulator 22, so that's the one I want to go for. Scroll down to, I can never remember if it's Game or Game Settings. Thankfully, it's that one. So the Game XML, and right down here there's a little section that says Development. Obviously it says Control, and I think it's set to default as false. Just change that to true, then just set hit save and then load up your game, and that will then bring up your log. Let me just come in here just to make sure it's the same for 19. I'm pretty sure, yep, right there. Obviously I've got it already set to true, so that helps. The nice thing with the 22 version over the 19, you can actually now set it that it will automatically open whenever a warning or error pops up in your log, which is really kind of cool. Obviously, I've still got mine set to false because I always have mine loaded, showing as it's loading anyway. But yeah, you can actually set it to true on both of them if you wanted to. So as soon as a warning or an error comes up in your log, it's going to open it in the game. So yeah, that is kind of cool. Definitely a lot nicer in 22 on some things, but yeah. Just activate that and then you should be able to pop it up. Obviously that is something that you can do in PC only. Just bear that in mind. Let me quit that a sec and just reload. Oh, I forgot I started you open. I was working on Campbell's earlier, getting that into the mod pack. Right then. Yes, I don't want to do any of that, so cancel for now. But yeah, the little tilde key, obviously if you haven't got it actively or to set to pop up, just hit the old tilde key, which is the one under your escape key on your keyboard, and that'll bring it up. So if I just hit it, there it goes right there. Obviously you can use your page up, page down to scroll through. And obviously some warnings are going to come up because obviously I do have some folders unzipped, but yeah, nice and clean at the minute. And obviously been doing a few edits as well. So go into new save game. Ooh, the horse aggravation map. And we'll just use Let's see, what should we go for? What should we go for? Ah, a bit of bridges built. I don't care. And I don't want you in there. Should be fine for all the rest because it's pretty much what I've got in my other folder. Or a save game, I should say. Bam. I still want to get this into action at some point. Global market, that doesn't need to be loaded in. And I think that will definitely do. Is the butchery on the map or replaceable? It is a placeable. It's a separate mod there, Shy Wizard. Oh, by the way, did you find the port mod in your when you're going through? You're asking on the other day. And how you doing there, Tech Mike? 63. And there's a shout out from Mr. T Miller. So a hydrate, a stretch, and a hats off. So hydrate and a stretch. Oh, I swear I'm getting lower. I think I'm shrinking, guys. It's getting harder to reach this ceiling. I'm like, what, 6'2". The ceiling's probably close to 8 foot high. And yeah. So it should be in its own mod. There, Shy Wizard. Butcher shop. Right there, FS22 Butcher shop. So, obviously in game, that is a tier 3, I believe. Oh, tier 2. So PV mods, tier 2. Yeah, I was thinking the tier 3 as well. But yeah, it's only a tier 2. Go figure, huh? There we go. Right, confirm Billy the alpaca. Right, as I've got easy dev in here, what I can do is come in here. Where the heck is it? That one. I want to own everything. I now own the entire map. Look at that. That is so much easier than going through and buying everything in it. Right, so first thing we need is a animal trailer. So let's do a quick test. So we'll use just this back one again. Nothing special. We'll just buy that. I am going to need some more money. So while I'm here, let's come into here. We'll just do blah, something like that. Obviously this will be deleted afterwards, so I'm not really too worried. Right, truck. And we'll just go with the old man truck. Just for you guys who love a bit of pink. There we go. And then finally, let's check these pens. Now, I have no idea where they are. That's my ones, that's my ones. Here we go. So here is, I'm taking it, it's the ones that you're having. So we've got pigs, we've got cows, we've got sheep, we've got deer, we've got ducks. So that's a 30. Now you said 300, didn't you? Now obviously that one is the biggest one, which is a 500. So I'm hoping it's that one. Let's find a decent place to put it. Over here should be fine. So that's not bad there. And it'd be nice if we could get this. Ooh. Yeah, the actual icon change. Now with these, just so if anyone is using these, as you can see, you've got this little blue plane over it to show the size of the placeable, because obviously there's no fences. All you literally have to do is walk up to this little marker and hit the old left mouse key to remove it. And yeah, there we go. So that is not too bad. It looks like there should be a pond in here as well, but I'm not sure if it's just the train. Probably because it says add water. Obviously I'm going to cheat with this one. I'm going to come into here. Oops, wrong one. If it allows me to. Oh, there we go. And we should be able to fill with water. Okay, maybe not. Must be just the terrain. That's not bad. So we'll come in here. We're going to fill that up just as a teaser, but it's not going to allow me because I've got no animals in there. Cool. Right, so let's grab that truck and trailer. Cool. My goodness, it's kind of weird looking at a map that doesn't have any buildings built or trees placed down. Just out of interest. 45, 46, that's not bad. 50, oh, almost hit his 60 there. Wow. Won't be seeing that again anytime soon, that's for sure. Jeez. But yeah, obviously that's another thing as well. No, minus the 300. Interesting. Maybe your pen is not quite right. Let's have a look, because obviously mine definitely works, but I'll test it again. So obviously we want some duckies. Duckies. We'll just do 60 to test. Obviously, as you can see, that allowed me to buy it, because I obviously do have a pen placed down that's empty completely. Bam, bam, bam. We'll come over here, and if I remember rightly, just to the right there of the unloading, I think was the place to unload, but I'm not sure. It's definitely not there. I'm not sure why there's two triggers, but there we go. So open that. There, 60, move to husbandry. So that definitely works. I can see some little babies. I've got no... Oh, let me just check something. Come on, give me what I want. There we go. Yeah, there's no errors there, so that's good. It's not that. You re-downloading it? Okay. So that one definitely works. We've got some little baby chickies. Look at that. Oh, they're cute. So that definitely works. And obviously, as I showed on my main map, yeah, that one works as well. So yeah, try downloading it again. Obviously in that pack there, if that is the one that you're using, let's see, 30, 30, and 500. I'm trying to figure out what the heck the difference these are. That's small. Okay, one's without a fence. Okay, that makes sense. Now, if you said 300, well, see, that is going to be possibly my pens. There we go. Let's try one without a fence. Let's do one of those. And we've got one of those. Groovy. Oops. And no errors there. Actually, what I should do, really, is I'm going to maximize that one there. So let's turn that up so I can get over to here. And actually, just a quick test as well. Come in here. We're going to buy. Be nice, yeah. Be nice if there was a way of increasing this. Obviously, if Dave's out there, maybe he could look into that. I'm pretty sure Thunder's one of his scripts had it in there that allowed you to increase the amount. There we go. So that is now maximized. So I shouldn't get any more options for that, which is good because I obviously want it to focus on those other two. But yeah, while you're re-downloading, I'll just test my ones as well. Hopefully I didn't mess anything up. There we go. Let's see, duckies. let's drop that down. So we'll do them. We'll do 60 males as well. So what we'll do is put 50 of each, or 60 I should say, in each of those pens. Obviously, if there was an issue with either of those pens, it may not necessarily pop up there. But let's have a look. If there is an issue with my pens, which I hope is not, I'm pretty sure I thoroughly tested them. It should occur here. So R. So we'll stick the 60 females in there. That is perfectly fine. I can see some babies. Yeah. Took me a while to get these sorted out, but got there eventually. Out of the way, duckies. And there. Well, see, if, one thing as well. Now, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure that the males should give down. So if you've got any males, maybe just shove them into a separate pen. Or take them to the duck clock, and yeah. Yep, so that seems to be fine. Let's come over here as well. And obviously, yeah, it's giving me the option to buy. No issues there. Yeah, so it may be a bad download, or obviously one thing to bear in mind, if you're using OneDrive on your system, that could also mess up some of your mods. But yeah, all three of those pens are working perfectly fine. One other pen I will quickly test while I'm here is Dave's one. Dear Duck Barn. Because obviously this is the initial one that I used to test on. And where is it? Oh, you're all the way over there. Boink. Obviously I can come here, I can purchase duckies, so that is perfectly fine. Yeah. And what I should be able to do, if I remember rightly, is come over here. And I can do Duck Barn. And have them auto-delivered. Yep, that perfectly works fine. No warnings, no errors. Cool. So yeah, they're all working. So obviously it could be, if you're not using one of them, it may be it's not quite set up properly. I'm not sure. But yeah. Ugh. That's what the bridge should look like. But obviously I've gone through and changed it for Bascule. But yeah, that definitely works fine there, Pompey. So yeah, try downloading it again. And go from there. Obviously, if it's 300, I'd probably imagine it's probably one of my pens, and obviously I do know that mine, as you've seen there, work fine. Right, time to reload. But yeah, you just find you got it. Okay, cool. Sorry, just catching up on chat there. Actually, while we're here, I don't know, has anything come out recently on the in-game mod hub? Yes. Nothing on my opinion. Ah, jeez. Let's get this going again. I wonder if I can load it up on Google Mods. Ooh. Let's have a little look while that's loading up. So we have another map come out. Erlingen. I think that's how you pronounce it. Welcome back there, Mr. Viking. And we got some John Deere equipment. Maybe adding that to my new farm area. This looks kind of interesting, actually. I did see the picture of this the other day, and it's a beast of a machine. I might actually try that out. Obviously, it can pick up the containers. Obviously, if it can pick up the Platinum DLC containers, can it also pick up those Hispano Modern ones, or is that what they are? Actually, that's what they look like. That'd be kind of nice. That's one beast of a machine. It does. Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, I thought they were. Oh yeah, I suppose it would be, because obviously, yeah, that's Elm Creek. So yeah, it's gonna be the Hispano Modern containers. So definitely. I am going to be
Hey,
trying that.
Mr. Alpaca, how are you doing today?
Hello, Mr. Matt. I'm doing not too bad, and you?
Well, I'm having fun. A game I've been watching to come out finally came out.
Ooh, what's that?
Yeah. Uh, Shipyard Simulator, Shipyard Destruction Simulator. They finally actually
Okay.
released it.
Oh.
I played on the prologue and it looked good. And to be honest, the actual game is better. They learned from their prologue what to make look good, and it looks amazing.
Cool. Yes.
So I'm dismantling my second ship. It's kind of fun.
That's not bad actually. So I'm just looking through Mod Hub while my game is loading back up in 85.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah, I've been watching you.
But yeah,
I've been lurking just.
I've seen 82 Studios mention about this long care thing for quite a few weeks, and it's finally been released. That's kind of not bad, a little zero-turn mower there, and also you get the different trailers as well. It's kind of cool. I like that. Yeah, so if you're into a little bit of realism, guys, and want something a little bit more, there's a nice little mower there for you guys to try out. The mower is separate mod, yeah, I thought so. But very, very cool. Actually, is that out already? Let's have a look at under 82 Studios. Obviously, that's going to be the long carry. You can obviously hook it up to most of this stuff. I think that's the one he's got it hooked up to in the picture. Oh, yeah, there you go. There's the zero-turn mullet pack. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's the one that was out in 19 that we used in the Orchards area, wasn't it? So, kind of cool. But yeah, just a quick one actually while I'm showing the 82 Studio stuff here. Obviously, if you're using any of these packs, so like the TLX 2022 series with the little flatbed and all that auto loads, I'm guessing this one as well. I'm pretty sure that has the same scripts, or any of these that use the 82 Studios loading script. You can do the same edits that to the Hispano modern containers to these. Same with this one right here, and I think the truck as well. Actually, he's got the auto load feature as well. I'm not 100% sure on the Phoenix though. But yeah, any of those mods can also be edited the same way as those Hispano modern ones. So that's kind of cool. Ugh. But yeah, I kind of like these Tetra trucks. I had something similar on PB County to that. I like that option. I might be adding that, but I'm definitely going to be grabbing that forklift after this stream because obviously that may affect my frame rates and stream quality. But yeah. Anywho, time to get back into the game. But yeah, so not bad, not bad. Right then, so yeah, one thing I do want to do, or actually I started before getting sidetracked, is jump over here, get some solid fertilizer and get this guy going. Now obviously one thing to bear in mind, you may just need to quickly tab around and load in your textures and everything on the map. Obviously I was noticing a little bit of lag there initially. Oh, that's freaking noisy. So yeah. See, really, really noisy. But yeah, just draw those textures back in, just bounce around your vehicles, and yeah, you should be good. But I've got two biggish fields. I think I might start over here actually. That's from the wood chipping. Actually, while I'm here, I might as well top that up because this thing goes through materials really quickly. The main one I'm after is those calcium carbonate for the steel factory. I wonder whose that is. Anyone give me some of these pictures? All they do is go to Google, grab a picture of a tractor, and then use it. Oh yeah, this is going to be my streaming icon. Why not be a bit more adventurous and get one created? There we go. Right. Anyway, so I think that should be fine. So let's go back and get this sorted out. Yes. So you're gonna be busy with your new game, are you?
Sort of. It's actually really. I'm surprised. I didn't have a lot of hope for it with the prologue, but this is. They've got all the real tools. They've got everything from saws to flames to
Wow.
explosives, ropes, and everything. And it's. I mean, they make you sort out everything as well. It's not like just you send it to some place to get sorted. No, you have to go there and sort everything out too. You have a truck. I mean, it looks good to me. And the graphics aren't that bad. Which would definitely have been a bad thing if they released some poor graphics, but it looks really good.
Oh, cool.
Right now they got it on special for only like it's like 17 or it's like 17.95 US, so I'm not sure what that is for euro or anything. I'm not good with money conversion. But yeah, it's an interesting game. It's been out, like I said, it's been prologue for a long time, but they just surprisingly announced it. I think just yesterday they were putting it out today, and a couple of people I see on YouTube are streaming it, so I'm like, I might take a look, and yeah, it surprised me. I like it.
Cool. You might have to mention that one to Dave. Probably see him doing that
I know
sort of thing.
he did mention the prologue before, so I bet if Talon's on. I'm surprised he's not online yet.
Oh, he's probably lurking, getting ready for later.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, that's interesting. Nil value there, Bombies. That's probably what's causing it then. Out of interest, have you updated any of the mods within the mod pack through the in-game mod hub? I know it's a daft question, but I know some people have. So I'm kind of thinking maybe the enhanced animal. Now, obviously, one thing to bear in mind is obviously if you got Thunder's animal script as well, I'm not sure if that would cause an issue or a conflict. But yeah, something definitely not going right there. What I'd probably look to do is remove any additional mods, test it on the test map. If it's okay, then start adding in slowly additional mods and try that. Right, so we're going to be doing oats, and I came totally the wrong way, but I'm going to be putting it down here anyway. Haha. Right, let's get you unfolded. Just out of interest, that was said what, silty clay something? Obviously I've got loam. Was it loam? I can't remember. I don't know. No, loamy sand or something, wasn't it, for most of these? Oh well. Oh, so you can always pop your log into Discord as well if you wanted, Pompies, and either myself or maybe Viking could have a quick look. The worst thing is my connection. I keep getting that connecting to chat in OBS at the minute, so and hopefully I'm not missing any of the comments there. Obviously I do have my phone up as well, so that's a bit of a
I don't see anything
backup
recently about it. I'm watching for AT Billy now.
Yeah. Matt's watching me too. I feel honoured.
Okay.
And Mr. Viking has
Okay.
showed up as well. Hello, Mr. Viking.
Yeah. So,
Yep.
what is the issue with the pumpies?
So, let me turn you up a bit because you're a little bit quiet.
Am I quiet? 2 seconds.
Nope, it's me. I turned a lot of people down, so it's okay. You stay there. There we go.
Oh, you turned me down, Billy.
I turned everybody down because they were quite loud the other day, so. But yeah.
Shame on you.
So what it is Pompeys can't get ducks to go into the pens. Obviously, I've just done a test live on the stream on, obviously, Reliant Robin's pen, as well as mine and Dave's, and they all seem to work. Obviously, they're getting now a error of some kind, 139, a nil value error shown in their log, so
Sounds like a lure.
yeah. Obviously, one thing to do is obviously go through, make sure you got the up-to-date versions of everything on the map. Obviously, anything in the mod pack, do not update through the in-game mod hub unless told otherwise. That's one probably big issue. I'd probably point it down towards the enhanced animal possibly being updated through the in-game mod hub, causing the issue.
You are more than welcome to post your log file in the Canyon Crossing help section in the SGA Discord. I would gladly take a look at it.
Yeah, so you can do that as well. But that's obviously for everyone. If you do have an issue on the map in our Discord, the SGA Discord, there is a channel set up specifically for helping with Canyon Crossing. So if you do have an issue, say what the issue is. If you can add your log, it saves so much time as well. So we can actually have a quick look, say, okay, take this mod out, this mod out, this mod out. Also, another thing to bear in mind is, like I said earlier, Viking does have an entire list of mods that are compatible and not compatible with this map as well. So make sure to check that as well, and make sure you're not running those mods that could cause issues. So yeah, hey there KW, welcome in bud. Yeah, so once we get this actually just go around quickly at the headland, I will jump back down to the bogs and carry on ploughing them up.
I have seen a lot of warnings and errors from mods from FS Minor. So just have in mind, if you are using FS Minor's mods, you may or may not get a lot of warnings and errors in your log file.
Very, very true. And also, yeah, Ghost DK, hi, how you doing, sir? I did see you sneaking in, and yeah, got a bit sidetracked. Alright, pop you on. Yeah, FS Minor, and there is another modder out there whose name will not cross my lips ever again. But he wears a little blue and white, or it's blue and white, I suppose is the best way to put it. Yeah, he's a dick in my opinion, excuse my language.
Well,
and shouldn't be modding. Hey Volts Drop, how you doing?
Is he called by any chance Billy
Beep! Oh no. I thought you were going to say somebody else there for a minute.
No.
Yeah, on his icon.
I am fully aware of who you're speaking of, and I will not say anything. I'm just teasing you.
Yeah.
Just messing with you.
Yes, I do apologise. I did swear. I am sorry. But yeah.
You're saying sorry to your kitty cat or to chat?
Everyone in chat for swearing. I do apologise. I do try and keep it PG, but yeah.
You can't help it, you know?
Yeah. Every now and again they do pop out. But yeah, actually that is something that I think it was Dave mentioned during NBC's stream, or I think it was maybe even his. obviously the community was kind of built on being more family friendly, but a lot of streamers, and I do agree, have kind of gone over that now, where they're constantly swearing during their streams, and yeah, it's not a nice place to be honest, in my opinion. Obviously, okay, yes, I know swearing is something that happens in life all the time, but do you really, every other word seems to be a swear word, just like, really? Oops, I didn't mean to turn it off. But yeah, it's kind of become non-SGA Sim Game Alliance anymore. It's everything else Alliance. But obviously he mentioned about changing the name of the SGA to CGA, and
Oh,
yeah,
oh, really? Now I actually know what SGA is a shortage for.
yeah, Sim Game Alliance.
No,
Swearers
swearing
game.
game alliance.
Yeah. Yeah, that is, yeah, it's just, and the worst thing is a lot of the games that people are obviously playing now, because obviously it is a sim game alliance, they're not really playing simulation games anymore, so it's, yeah, gone way out there now. Obviously, I get that people like to play other games, but yeah, I don't know. Obviously, yes, you could do a CGA.
And what should C be a shortage for?
That'd be the Christian Gaming Alliance, I think it was Dave said. I'd join it. I'm not even Christian, and I will say that. I would join it. Because obviously I do like to try and keep things family friendly, PG, stuff like that. Obviously I'm not really big on swearing at the best of times, really. Obviously, yeah, okay, I will put my hands up, but obviously they do pop out occasionally, but yeah. But yeah. I must have been hiding under a rock, because I can't reckon... There's that picture with this. Yeah. It was either his stream or NBC, somebody else's, maybe NBC's. Can't remember. But yeah, I remember him saying about it. But yeah. But I totally get actually why people are sort of fading away from Farm Sim, playing these other games, because apart from like Dave and other map makers that really do a great job, it is really not worth playing really anymore. It's not that interesting. But obviously, for me personally, I still like the game. I know Viking has been playing it a lot. His main game as well. So obviously, I'm still going to be playing it regardless.
Farm Sim is my main game. I may do a bit of ETS, ATS, but yeah, Farm Sim is just my main game. I relax so much with it, and I love it.
Yeah, but I really think that and obviously it was meant. It might have been even NBC stream. I can't remember. Because I know they were going on and on about a lot of things yesterday. It's kind of hard to keep up with a lot of these streams and who says what. But obviously during it they were saying that obviously the game really needs a update of some form. Even if Giants turned around tomorrow and said we're going to put off putting out another game for Farm Sim for this reason, so maybe make more cores available or overhaul the engine, that would be great. Yeah, okay. Well, I don't mind playing this game for another couple of years if they're actually going to do it, though. That's the thing. Where must I put the log file on Trello? If you want to, in Discord, Pompeys, under the PB Canyon Crossing channel, that'd be the best place. There's nothing really on Trello that you can post it to. But yeah, I would wait another couple of years if they were going to unlock some more cores. But they really do need to... Giants need to actually sit down and look at the game and do something, because they seem to be losing a lot of players, to be honest. You guys out there, because obviously you're going over to like 7 Days to Die, playing Satisfactory more, ATS, ETS, and all this sort of stuff. So yeah, they really need to start getting their fingers out of their bums,
Yeah.
and do something. Overhaul the engine, but yeah, even like an extra couple of cores, that would be nice, or even just completely free up the cores. Yeah.
Yesterday, like I said, I hold hope that there's a big surprise coming. We're all gonna be surprised. But in all honesty, I don't. Unfortunately, I don't think it will. But if there's something nice and surprising there, great. But
Yeah.
I just don't hold my breath anymore. Ernie said, "Oh, we're gonna increase this," and what did that increase do for us? Not much.
It seems like every time Giants is going to make a update, they will mix different things up, and yeah, maybe it's good for some people, but
Not
in
for
my
everyone.
eyes, every time they are going to throw out a update, they may have fixed maybe 1 or 2 issues, but they will create 7 or 8 other issues together with that update.
Yeah.
So it is just like, yeah,
Yes.
some not so nice words, but yeah, we're going to leave it there.
Yeah. But yeah, out of interest actually, because obviously we've still got another 2 DLCs coming this year. If Giant says, okay, next year we're going to be putting out a new game, how many of you guys will be likely to purchase it straight away? That's an interesting question.
Yeah,
Would you want to
I don't
wait?
see myself.
Yeah,
It really depends on what game it is.
Yeah.
If
What
it
kind
is
of stuff that you
farming related,
Oh yeah, say Farming Simulator 25 or whatever it might be, for example.
yeah, I would, but I would have my doubts about it. But yeah, I am a, what do you call it, farm sim nerd.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I don't know what.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. Yeah, you're a farm sim nerd.
Yeah, yeah.
I would like to
So
wait for more functions. Yeah, we need a new game like FS that can play or isn't always like. Yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah. Yes, it's definitely an interesting conversation, that one. Everyone has their own opinions and stuff, but yeah.
I just think Giants is went from having the player's best interest to having the
Brand.
yeah,
Yeah.
and
I
that
hate to say
is
It's like Terminator. It's like, if you remember back to when Farm Sim first came out, or even just before that, for Farm Sim 22, Terminator, obviously the community coordinator for Giants, was coming into like Dave's streams regularly, he's coming into Yosho's and some other members as well. Basically every day, really.
was.
And then all of a sudden, it just suddenly stopped. It's like, okay, and that's now been what, 3, 4, 5 months that he's barely come into our chats. I know, I think a few weeks ago he just popped in, said hello in my stream. It's like, hi mate. Holy crap. And yeah, but it's like we just don't seem to have any communications with Giants anymore at all. It's like really scary. Come on. You just want to come in for a little chat, even if it's like just say hi, how you doing today? Have a little chat. I know obviously right now it's probably lunchtime for him over in America, so yeah, fair enough. But obviously where Dave streams like 7 o'clock at night, he could easily pop in for a few minutes, just say hi and how's it going.
Well, and here's the thing. This is just my perspective on the whole situation. I don't know for sure, It seems like that, how Dave been asking about sequoia trees and stuff like
Mhm.
that. It's just the way they seem to be treating certain modders now, to giving them certain access to other things where they aren't giving it to everybody. Makes me wonder.
I don't know about that, but yeah.
I hope they're
Yeah,
not.
but
I was
it
saying,
does
I hope they're
seem like
not playing
certain modders are given priority over others. But yeah, I get this as well. I haven't
Don't get me
seen
wrong. The people that
much of
are
it,
being
why.
are
Yeah,
being really good with them, I think. I don't get it the way they are. I would think it's give everyone a chance who's a modder to join it.
yeah, and it's like they were saying in NBCs as well. Because the worst thing is I can't really jump into Discord when NBC was streaming last night because obviously it was so late and I was practically out for the count. But okay, they've opened up this Chicago office over for Giants now. It's like, what are they putting out? Nothing. It's like just a waste of
Exactly.
time.
Exactly. It's like
Waste of
they've
time and
given
waste of
him an
money.
office, but they're not doing anything with the office.
Exactly.
Hello?
They got what, 2, maybe 3 people over there, and that's about it. It's like, what is the point?
Yeah. It,
Oh,
I
I don't
really
know.
think, because like they
It,
said, I think it had to do with, the big guys in the company decided, hey, let's get a U.S. office open.
Mhm.
Let's open it, and then
Do nothing with it.
they start getting. Well, no, I think it's because they got more. Not to be slammed, but I think they got more of a not a response they wanted per se to get out of it. Like they would wanted, a, oh, we'll come work there for you or we'll help you here, and they didn't. They just got Kermit. Like they couldn't
Yeah.
hire anybody else. So I think that I hate to say it, but I think that might have been one of the problems is they had too many hopes for it and the hopes didn't turn out good.
Mhm. Yeah.
And again, I have no inside knowledge. Like none of us have inside knowledge. We don't know what's
Oh,
really
if
going on,
only.
but right, if only we had that knowledge, wouldn't it be great?
Oh yeah. Anyway, right, so what have we got? So, for our truck says, depending on if they update the engine to open up cores, if the SGA makes maps for it, we'll also play. Yeah, I could see Dave going on for quite a while. I don't know. I can actually see him retiring before too long as well. That's the worst thing.
You really think so? Well, I wouldn't be surprised. He's been doing
Yeah.
it since what, 13?
Yeah, exactly. It's a lot of years. Obviously, he's seen a lot of changes and stuff. So, and it's not gone the right way. Let's put it that way. We might feel tired of SS, but how about the quick fix giants to fighting all the console players that are still hooked on to the games? Yeah. Yeah, obviously it is nice for console players because obviously they can now play with PC players. Some aspects of the game has been improved in 22, which is kind of the right direction. But yeah, they definitely need to open up more cores, in my opinion, and
Here's the
make it a
thing,
bit more
yes,
open for
please.
modders. Yeah.
here's the thing that a lot of people don't understand about the whole, console opening and stuff. It's great, but the console makers have final say over everything that they're allowed
Yeah, and
to put on there.
that's where the big restrictions come in, is because obviously those console players. Oh,
And that's
joy,
the
joy,
thing.
joy.
It's like, really?
And every time you try to add on a script into the console, you are getting a bit fat no from the console creators.
Yeah.
So, what's
Supposed
good?
to do?
Yeah, but I just feel it's a wrong turn to make from Giants, because they are opening up for we will have our game to be cross play compatible, or what's it called.
Yeah.
And at the same time, the PC players are getting so many restrictions because, all right, we can use the mods we used to. We can use guidance steering and all that because, hey, they can't use it on console. So if you want to play with your friend that having a Xbox or a PlayStation, you are more or less bound to use only in-game stuff.
Yeah.
And it's for me a big yeah, what do you call that? Restriction.
And everyone needs to realize you're not going to change these companies' minds just by making noise.
Yeah.
If you want to, like, I understand.
Giants is way too small for that.
Well, they're not
They don't
small.
have power in the industry. Well, but they don't have as much.
With the amount of money they've generated profit-wise from this game alone on PC and consoles, they're not a small company anymore. So they've got no excuses now. But yeah.
That's the thing. I think a big problem is they just don't have the ear of the console makers.
Yeah.
But compared to other game manufacturers, yeah.
Well, look at Satisfactory. They've got a small team, and they've put out, in my opinion, a better game. Okay, it's not farming related, but overall, that game performs a darn sight better than this one does.
Yep,
So,
and that's because of the CPU
exactly.
utilization. And if Giants would do the same, just double the amount of cores we could use from 2 to 4, that would absolutely help. So let me see.
So yeah, the US office was opened up just to quiet those noisy people over in the US regarding big tractors maps. Yeah, and yeah, obviously it is mostly Sony's fault for those restrictions on consoles. Obviously, if it wasn't for that, we could probably even have scripts and stuff on consoles. But yeah, one day, who knows? But the nice thing is there is modders like 82 Studios who are looking at different ways to add in, like for instance the auto loading, for example, with his scripting. Obviously Hispano mod and using it with the containers. That is helping them out. Obviously, one big kick in the guts in my. This is just me personally. I think console players don't realise is with obviously the Giants storage that they put out with whatever patch it was. Now, I know it's been mentioned multiple times, so if I come in here, I think it's in here. If I remember right, I can't remember. Where is it? Where is it? This thing right here. Obviously, this is the edited one that Dave done. But obviously, if you're using this, and you may not be aware, people out there, obviously, if you put pallets and bales into these storages or anything that's been set up using that same scripting, if you actually load up your log file, the actual document, not the log file, your placeable XML, and I'm actually going to show you because I've actually got one on this map that I can do it with. So you may not be aware. So let me go to the desktop. With those storages, they actually register every single pallet in the storage, and that's what's causing your games to slow down. Placeables. So if I can find, I think it's T Miller's one, for example. I'm just going to use that as an example. Oh god, if I can get past all this. What's T Miller's one called? Does anybody know? For first of all.
Woodwork.
No, his little storage. PV. Other storage. Small pallet storage. Oops.
Yeah, small pallet.
So this thing, for example, this is what I've actually got placed down. Now, this is not a dig it T Miller, by the way, or anybody that, but yeah, I said more of a dig it. Giants. Small. What did I say that was? Small.
Small
pallet storage. Let's do that. Dang it! storage. Let's see if I can find it. Water silo. And obviously this has been mentioned before in other streams, so I might as well show it for those guys on YouTube who may not have seen it. Oh, for crying out loud. I know I've got one somewhere in here. It must be named slightly differently. Let's see. Nope. Let's see if I can find it. Dang it. Why is it whenever you try to find something, you never find it, or it's too far down the freaking list?
Is it your placeable XML you're looking in?
Yeah. I'm not silly.
Well, that one is a monster.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm pretty sure I've still got one on here. Yeah, Heartland Breads. That would be the best one. Let me scroll down, because I only placed that one down the other day. Let's see. So, come up. Ooh, I got some conveyor somewhere.
Billy, out of curiosity, you're going to end your stream in about 10 minutes, right?
Yeah, about 15 minutes. So here we go. So this is one, for example. Now, I'm going to show you Bauer Logistics in just a sec. So, as you can see here, each object is a different pallet in that storage, okay? And obviously, the way that Giants is set up, it's actually adding each individual pallet into your log file. You can see that I've got, just in that one storage there, quite a few just in that one storage. Now imagine if that was 1,000 or 2,000 pallet capacity, you're going to have 2,000 pallets all individually loading in on your log. Now bear that in mind. Okay, you got each individual one. If I find Bauer Logistics next, and this is the complete difference between the two. Oh, for crying out loud. There's logistics in it. Logistics. Now, as you can see, with the way that Bauer Logistics is set up, it's basically set up as a production, but does not also load out. And this also works the same way with a silo. What it actually does, it takes all of those individual pallets and puts it into one fill type line. So you basically have your product there, and then exactly how much is in storage. And that is the big difference between the way that Giant set theirs up to the way, obviously, the Bauer Logistics, the production revamp, mods, or storage is set up, and that. Obviously, Giants is not doing it quite right, and obviously with all those pallets loading in with their storages, it's slowing down people's systems, not only on PC but and on console, because obviously it's having to register every single one of those pallets. And also another thing, with their visuals, it's loading those in as well. So yeah, so if you're going to use any storage, in my opinion, use Bauer Logistics or any that are set up in a similar way. So like Boomhauer Storage, that's another one that will work this way as well, because it combines the whole product into one capacity rather than each individual pallet. So as you can see, obviously, yeah, so there's the logistics. That is, let's see, so that is literally only what, about 20-30 lines maybe in total at the minute. Obviously, if I was to have that set up with during Giants, that would be like 1,000, if not more, lines being loaded in. And imagine how slow your systems would be. So yeah, that is another big issue I think Giants need to look at, is the storages that they're putting out, is in rework that so it's more streamlined. and just set it up at like a production, for example, but a storage, or even like a silo, because that's pretty much how it is. Obviously, in the same sense, like I said earlier, at the beginning of the stream, I actually replaced this big guy with like the Green Thumb Farmer ones, because, well, his are a bit smaller and, yeah, a little bit better on the frame rate, shall we say. Obviously, one nice thing you can do is add in, obviously, your occlusion collins and stuff like that to the mods, which will help. But overall, using their script is just not benefiting anyone. Yeah.
Nope. And Surfing actually did a good thing, changing the cogent storage over to using the revamp script instead.
Yeah, there is that as well. Yeah, and obviously Surfing with the cogent storage, he's actually gone through and now replaced the way he had it set up originally to now do it basically the same way as like the Bower Logistics. So yeah, that is going to definitely help you guys. Anyone had an just a quick one on there. So what we got? Anyone had any issues with mod follow switcher at all? Mine just randomly started giving me errors. So utterly epic gaming. Yeah, a few people over the last week have been having issues with the mod follow switcher. It's kind of been caused since the last Windows 10 and 11 updates. It's both 11 and 10 users are being affected. So what a lot of people are actually doing is uninstalling the mod follow switcher and then reinstalling it onto their systems, and it should sort it out. For some weird reason, only a few people have been affected, but yeah, I've not been affected myself. Obviously, the only thing I did get was some frame rates in game, but that's been sorted out now. But yeah, obviously I know Viking had to reinstall his, and a fair few other people have been affected, so yeah. Oh, and you put sent you an invite on Discord, Pompies. Oh, I've got your log. Continue to download. Okie dokie dokie, I shall have a look at that in a sec. What I'll do is I'll send that off to Mr. Viking because he could probably have a quick look at it as well. Ooh.
Sure.
Actually, do you want to send it to Viking as well? Because he's probably got better internet than me. He can probably get it downloaded faster than I can re-upload it. Can I share that? No, I can't. That's a shame. Yeah, because my Google Drive is taking forever to re-up. Load. Oh, there we go. Load.
Billy, just a quick little
Loads of mods
service
there.
announcement for you.
Yep.
4 minutes back on my countdown.
Okie dokie, cool. So we'll go right over to Mr. Viking in a few minutes. So that's kind of cool. I've been having issues with mod folder. Also, the icon keeps disappearing from my desktop, and I keep reinstalling it. So one thing you can do, Tech Mike, and obviously anybody else. Let me just sort this out quickly for Viking. Share. He can have a quick look at it. Come on, come on, come on. Anyone with access, copy. Let me send this to Viking as well. Hopefully that works. Because, yeah, my internet's a little bit naff, but hopefully that should come through to you now.
I already got it direct.
Oh, you got them. Okay. Okay, thank you, Pompies. So one thing you could try doing, just a quick one.
Pompies, are you still listening in here? Yeah. Just remember to actually put the file in.
Let's see. So what I've done
Good.
is I've actually got it linked to the
Here we go.
bottom here, the taskbar. So I don't actually have it physically on my desktop. So I literally have to, obviously I don't get any issues doing it that way, and obviously I just hit that button and it'll load it up. That's another thing you could try and do as well, is add it onto that bar at the bottom. But as you can see, I've not really got that many now folders on here. It's kind of mad. But yeah, the only thing I was thinking actually is obviously you've got a Windows update that could have affected it. It's now been 3 months, so I don't know if there's something in the scripting that's still there, or the programming for this that's caused it to have these issues. Obviously, I know my part. Obviously, I've recently done obviously that little remake of the video, which could have overrid that. But yeah, I'm hoping it's not going to affect too many people really. But yeah, did they forget to add the file in? I haven't even looked at it yet. Let's have a look. Downloads. Oh, the log is in there for me.
Yeah, I also got it now.
Oh, okay.
So let us take a look.
There we go. Let's have a look quick.
Yeah, computer. I already get it.
So, fail to open file PV Canyon crosses animated map objects. Mod descript. I'm not sure what the heck that is. Have you got the animated objects mod in there? Because that looks like it's throwing a possible error. Yeah.
So let's see. We can find.
Might want to
Really, just
update
to
my
be,
X storage.
Really annoying.
Yeah.
15 seconds.
And well, I've still got 3 minutes. What are you on about? Slow down, young man. Slow down. Put another 3 minutes on. Go grab a quick coffee. Yeah. Update my X storage because I think you may have an outdated version. Looking at that. And okay, so there we go. Yeah, so you're getting 2 errors. One on the animal subtype goat, laundry, and duck female. Already defined. Yeah, looking at that, I'd say either you've got an outdated version. Oh, Jesus, that's horrible. What in the heck? Is all those fill types? Right, get rid of the selectable bale capacity mod, because that is throwing a friggin' buttload of warnings. That would help. Regarding the animals, delete the enhanced animal mod and re-download that through the mod folder switcher. I'm basically ignoring chat at the minute, so I do apologise. And let's see.
Wow. Holy crap.
Yep.
A bunch of warnings. What is that causing them?
There's a bale capacity mod. And yeah, yes. Ooh, What's that? What's that? What's that?
Yeah, the build capacity mod out with it.
Controller, animals. Yeah, from the looks of it, try that. So get rid of that bale capacity mod that you've got. You can adjust the different bales. Delete and re-download the enhanced animal mod through the switcher, and then give that a try. Those were the main ones that were jumping out at me, and you should be good to go. But anyway, guys, I am actually going to hand you over to Mr. Viking Stream, and I'm going to carry on doing this. I've got this field to do, I've got that field to do, and then I'll probably get on and do some planting as well myself. Actually, I wonder if I can put you on hard helper. Let's make sure that's doing that. Turn you off. And right, let's go over to the ending screen and find my other screens. So you're not looking at a blank screen. Obviously, it's a big, huge thank you to all of you guys for coming out today. Much appreciated. Obviously, Mr. Wasp, if you're still out there, thank you very much for the follow. And obviously, Georgia Assassin, big, huge thank you for the raid. You are absolutely amazing. Obviously, I will be back again on Friday for my usual couple of hours before Mr. Dajnet goes live. Let's see if I can bring up your stream. Great, there's some ads there. Oh, joy. But yeah, we are going to be going over to Mr. Viking streaming to carry on the PV Canyon Crossing. It looks like he's playing with some cheaty red piece of equipment. How rude is that?
I am. I am rude, I know that.
Alright then. But yeah, obviously make sure to check out Mr. Dajnet later on, guys. Obviously he is going to be doing probably some 7 Days to Die. With hopefully Twitch integration, so that'll be kind of cool. Get to wind him up. But just in case anybody actually gets lost on the way over there, because I know Twitch has been having a bit of a hit and miss when raids go over. But that is the person we're going to be raiding over to, Mr. Viking Streaming 2021. And I've got enough trying to find a little so-and-so in here. Viking Streaming. There he is, 2021. Who's currently got 1 viewer, which is probably me. Haha. Oh, no, it's 5 now. But yeah. Make sure to give him some love, guys, because he is a member of the SGA and has actually helped out a heck of a lot. But until next time, guys, have a great one, and I'll see you again on Friday. Later on, guys.